Okay, can we talk about February for a second? I mean, the weather's still testing us, but we're so ready for that pre-spring wardrobe change. Think soft romance, playful patterns, and fabrics so sheer you will feel like an actual fairy. I did a lot of fashion research for the past few days, and I talked to my mother, who happens to be a fashion designer. So welcome back to a new episode of Fashion Forecast, this month's February 2025. Hey doves, I'm glad you found your way back. It's your girl, Violina. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited of what is going to be trendy in 2025 because fashion has been getting crazy over the past few months. I feel like we're living in a time that is about fashion shifting, like the transition from 2019 to 2021. I mean, that was just crazy. So without further ado, grab your matcha, settle in, and let's talk fashion. First up, we got soft romance. Now I know guys, you might have heard of powdered pink, but this is only a part of the trend that will be such a huge thing in the early months of 2025. This soft romance aesthetic is like the fashion version of a Jane Austen novel. So think powdered pink, soft lilac, and light fabrics. It is pretty much giving cottagecore, however, it is much more elevated and it's more like cottagecore meets city chic. Valentino and Miu Miu are doing this so well right now, with slip dresses and blouses that look like they belong in Parisian art galleries. Valentino's spring collection in 2025 featured 30% more pastel colors than the last year, and that says a lot. I feel like the reason to why soft romance is trending so much right now is because people are kind of craving for this counter movement to what has been trending for the past few years, and that being this minimalism style. Now let's talk plaid, checkers, and prints, because nothing says I know fashion more than an oversized plaid blazer. It's classic, it's cool, and it screams old school. A good example for someone who can pull off these looks is Zendaya. Now what I've noticed, she loves to wear more warm, rich, and earthy tones. And she wears a lot of Chesterfield tailored coats, and I am absolutely obsessed with that. By the way, Burberry's iconic trench coats are trending up 15% in sales this season. And if you want to talk about an updated twist for 2025, it is mixing patterns. I know it sounds really strange, and in my opinion, it looks even stranger, but trust me, there is this kind of vibe that is being captured by mixing patterns that don't normally belong together. A good example is Blair Waldorf in that one episode of Gossip Girl. I mean, that outfit just haunts me, like until this very day. That's why I remember it. But it just doesn't look right to me. The patterns are so mismatched, but they look so good together. I think a factor of why that could be is color matching. So for the future, if you're planning on mixing patterns for 2025, be sure that the colors match. Now we're moving over to one of my favorite trends for February 2025, which is sheer fabrics. It's giving high fashion, but make it wearable. And honestly, I'm here for it. I have been wearing sheer fabrics for the past years, and let me tell you guys, they are so comfortable. Designers like Dior and Prada are turning transparency into an art form, while brands like Nancy DeJacca are proving that sheer is a way to look sexy without trying too hard. By the way, you guys, I have been so obsessed with these Nancy DeJacca sheer trousers. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm absolutely obsessed with them, and I'm thinking of buying me a pair of those. Finally, let's talk about something that you have probably already seen on Instagram and TikTok, which is boho chic. This time we are combining different materials. Think fringe accents, earthy tones, and those suede jackets that make you feel like you belong in a 70s rock band. Fun fact, sales for suede jackets are up 12% for 2025. Chloe is absolutely rocking this vibe right now. Think wide-brimmed hats, maxi skirts, and suede boots. And the last style tip for today, suede and denim go so well together. Not just color-wise, trust me. And if you pair it with like gold jewelry, you're good to go for a boho chic or a boho glam look. Last but not least, let's talk colors. As I've already mentioned, pastel colors are gonna be a huge thing in February. So think icy blue or like petal pink. Then we have some saturated tones, cherry red or emerald green. And we've already talked about some earthy neutrals, cashew milk or like the softer brown. And then we have some bright accents, such as butter yellow. It is really random, but it was on the color palette of 2025. So I'm really excited to see where these colors are going in 2025. And that was it for today's video. So this was the fashion forecast for the month February. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did, because I love fashion. I'm a huge fashion enthusiast and I love to talk about fashion with you guys. Let me know in the comments which trends you love and absolutely adore and which ones you don't really understand, just like me and that Blair Waldorf outfit. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon.